stunning Nile shipwreck is the first evidence that Herodotus was not lying about Egyptian boats. A sunken ship found in the Nile River may have lain undisturbed for over 2,500 years, but it's finally ponying up its secrets. Scientists think that the ship has revealed a structure whose existence had been debated for centuries. In fragment 296 of Herodotus' Histories, published around 450 BC, the ancient Greek historian Herodotus, who was writing about his trip to Egypt, describes a type of Nile cargo boat called a baris. According to his portrayal, it was constructed like brickwork, lined with papyrus and with a rudder that passed through a hole in the keel. This steering system had been seen in representations and models through the Pharaonic period, but we had no firm archaeological evidence of its existence until now. Enter ship 17 of the now sunken port city Thonis Heraklion near the canopic mouth of the Nile, dated to the late period of 664 to 332 BC. 332 BC, as we know, is when Alexander the Great was also the ruler of Egypt. He even established his city of Alexandria in the delta of Cairo, of the Nile. Researchers have been exploring over 70 shipwrecks, discovered countless artifacts that reveal stunning details about the ancient trade hub and its culture. Although it's been in the water for the last 2,000 years, the preservation of the ship 17 has been exceptional. Archaeologists were able to uncover 70% of the hull. Quote, "It was not until we discovered this wreck that we realized Herodotus was right." This is what archaeologist Damien Robinson of Oxford Centre for Marine Archaeology told The Guardian in March 2019. The ship displays several elements noted by Herodotus. The joints of the planking of ship 17 are staggered in a way that gives it the appearance of courses of brickwork as described by Herodotus. This is what the archaeologist Alexander Belov of Center for Egyptological Studies of the Russian Academy of Sciences said in his 2013 paper. The planking of ship 17 is assembled transversely by remarkably long tenons that can reach about 2 meters at 6 feet in height, in length, and that pass through up to 11 strakes. And these tenons correspond to the long and close set stakes in Herodotus' narrative. Herodotus also mentioned the baris keel, and ship 17 has a keel that is twice as thick as the planking and projects inside the hull. There are some inconsistencies. The vessel Herodotus described has shorter tenons, which acted like ribs holding together the acacia planks of the hull, and Herodotus' baris did not have reinforced frames, where ship 17 had several. Both of these can be explained if ship 17, around 27 meters long, it's about 90 feet long, is bigger than Herodotus' baris. Herodotus describes the boats as having long internal ribs. Nobody really knew what that meant. That structure has never been seen in archaeology before, Robinson said. Then we discovered this form of construction on this particular boat, and it absolutely was what Herodotus was saying. And of course, there's that splendid rudder, which is threaded through 2 holes in the stern, placed one in front of the other. The holes seem to have allowed for better steering depending on whether the ship is loaded with cargo. According to these detailed findings, researchers believe that ship 17 is so close to Herodotus' description that it could have been built in the same shipyard. Belov's exploration of the ship's construction has been published in monograph by the Oxford Centre for Marine Archaeology, Ship 17, a baris from Thonis Heraklion. And this is on Science Alert by Michael Starr. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.